Yeah, it's been a fantastic course. It's a great way to merge sport and journalism, which is one of the most up-and-coming industries in the world. I've really enjoyed it. I chose it because a big passion for radio. I always remember when I was 7 years old, I first heard first took notice of a commentator, and it was John Motson. And I asked my dad, "Oh, who's it? What's that job?" And he went, "Oh, it's a commentator." And I always thought, from that point onwards, I thought, that's what I need to be. It was very good. The facilities at UCLan are fantastic, really. With Charlie Lambert as the person who's teaching you how to do it. He's an active journalist. He works for Setanta Sports every weekend. He's in the industry. So you can't really get a better education from one which is live and happening at the time. The best story is probably a bit of investigative journalism and some sports organisation based in football, where a former owner embezzled a certain amount of money out of the club. But I can't really go into that anymore. But yeah, that was an interesting piece which I'd done. Did it through a range of interviews, techniques which you learn on the course. Charlie guided me through that very well, and obviously there's a lot of legal points to that. And this is obviously an ongoing thing now. I freelance for the BBC at 3 days a week. That should pick up in August, which obviously is fantastic. Everyone wants to work for the BBC. If you said a media organisation I work for, BBC worldwide is the one you want to go into. There's so many avenues you can go down, and once you're in there, there's so many opportunities. Also, I work for Goal.com, which is the second biggest football website in the world, and will be sent to Premier League matches on Saturdays for them when the season starts. So got a lot to look forward to. I also volunteer on local radio in Birmingham doing my late kick-off show, which was a follow-on from the radio show I did up here on Radio Press and Radio Frequency, and it won awards because our show was the most listened to show on Radio Frequency in 10 years, and so we've took that down to Birmingham, and it's really successful there as well. So just keeping the media up and keeping it going. The most important thing about this course, which separates it from anything else, and I went out there and I looked at other courses, was the fact that the people who are teaching you go and work on the weekend. Peter Stevenson, first year, he'll teach the first years. He's a Sky Sports News presenter. He is at the top end of professional broadcast journalism. He has so much to teach you. He worked at The Sun, and it's almost like they're updating their knowledge as much as you are, because every time they'll come from a weekend after working and go, well, actually, here's another thing to add and this, and you wouldn't get that at any other course, sports journalism course anyway. And the facilities which are on the course as well, the support you get, there's no better way to learn sports journalism and to get into that industry with the links the course has. I'm just surprised how friendly it is. It is a really friendly place, and it's a really underappreciated city, I think. And it's a very proud city. You get the whole Lancashire chants happening. You never get that down where I'm from. You don't get people chanting, "Oh, Birmingham!" People are really up for Preston, and it's always a great place. I've never had much trouble, and it's always been fine to live for. Yeah, I'd suggest it to anyone who's willing. Don't be put off by Preston at all, because it's just a really nice place to go. And obviously, if you want to go social life, got Manchester, Liverpool just down the road, got Bolton as well. It's all happening up here in the northwest, and the jobs are really available in the northwest at the moment. So I really do suggest it.